So I think the Druid of Claw is too expensive, Big Game Hunter not useful early. These two are both pretty good, a silence effect would be useful. Alright, King Mukla we can play on turn 3, it's always good to have that on curve. Savage Roar is too soon, won't be helpful. I could gamble and coin out the Aspirant, but I think eventually I'm just going to fall behind on that, so I'm not going to bother. So I could coin out the Darnassus Aspirant. I technically would be able to play King Mukla if he somehow wasn't able to kill it. He'd probably be able to kill it. But the thing is, eventually, he would be able to kill it for sure. And so then, I'm going to be not able to stay on curve. So, the rest of my hand has a nice curve to it, so I might as well just wait. And maybe I can coin into like an Ancient of Lore. That would be a useful thing to do with the coin. So next turn is either King Mukla or Eerie Statue. Without an activator for the Eerie Statue, I might just... Okay, so looks like he's made the decision for me. I'm going to play the King Mukla. I could also coin out the Zombie Chow. But the Zombie Chow would just lose to the... if you put a banana on that. So I think I'm just going to actually play only the King Mukla. Next turn I can either play the Eerie Statue and or the Zombie Chow, or I could play the Druid of the Claw. At some point I'm going to need an activator for the Watcher and the Statue. So now he knows I'm trying to be aggressive. You don't play King Mukla unless you're trying to be aggressive. I like King Mukla these days because decks need to sort of rely on playing things on curve. That's like what everybody's complaining about, but it's, yeah, that's the dominant strategy right now. Just play the strongest minion you can for each mana cost. So if you want to use those bananas that you got, presumably the downside of King Mukla, you can't play on curve that turn. Well, it's unfortunate. I think I'll play the Eerie Statue. Maybe I can kind of scare him in doing something. If I draw a swipe or something like that, I can even use the Eerie Statue, but... Oh, I'm going to be able to use it anyway, actually. Because what I'll do is I'll charge the Druid of the Claw. So let's see what that is. Okay, so the thing is that could be either a counter spell or it could be a mirror entity. In either case, I'd want to play the Zombie Chow. It's kind of a shame because next time I'd really like to be able to coin out the Ancient of Lore, but I don't think I can afford that being a mirror entity. He's been playing really slowly though. So, no, he's been playing really slowly. He's probably Freeze Mage. In which case it's probably just an Ice Block. So I think I'll play assuming that it's Ice Block. In which case I'm better off saving the Ancient of Lore. This really should be an easy matchup, but without any silences, which is the main way that you take advantage of Freeze Mage, I could lose. I would have to draw one of my 4 silences soon. It's pretty funny that he Frost Nova'd that. But yeah, I guess it turns out that he needed to. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to silence that. And use it to attack the Doomsayer. And I'll play an Ancient Watcher too. Yeah, so he shouldn't have Frost Nova'd, because either I could activate the Eerie Statue, in which case the freeze doesn't matter, or I can't, in which case I'm not going to be able to use it to kill anything anyway. So I need the cards. So this is looking pretty good. I didn't realize how close I was to popping his ice block that turn. I was actually kind of close. But looks like it'll have to wait. Doomsayer. Ah, wow, there it is. So what's the best way to do this? I obviously have enough damage to... Yeah. I think I want to save the swipe though, so I'm going to actually unfreeze them and then Savage Roar to make sure that I have enough to both... Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of ways I could have done that. That was pretty much guaranteed to go well. Freeze Mage really should be like a 90% win rate. It's the nightmare matchup for the Freeze Mage. Alright, so we got a win. Be nice to queue into him again. Pretty sure we could win that again. Wailing Souls is kind of the trump card of that matchup. Paladin. So I've been doing really well against Paladin, which is pretty much the only key to doing well on ladder right now. Swipe's great. Putting out like hefty minions early is really good. I don't know. There's just a lot of reasons this deck performs pretty well against Paladin. Of course, it doesn't win every time. Paladin has a lot of tricks up its sleeve, but it's pretty good. So let's see here. I don't see any reason to innervate into that Darnassus. It doesn't really curve into anything well. So we'll just play the Darnassus next turn. You probably won't be able to kill it. It's one of the weaknesses of Paladin. It's not that big of a weakness, but it is a weakness. I'll take it. So yeah, we'll use that for the extra mana there. So what we can do is we can probably kill off that shielded mini-bot. It is sort of important to keep up with board a little bit. And then I can play the Ancient Watcher too. Again, no activator right now. I do run very few activators, but I think that's actually the right call. You have time to sort of find them. You can usually sort of build up your board until that moment when everything clicks when you get your activator going. This could be a swipe turn, even though he hasn't used... Nah, let's just play the Darnassus and then kill one of these with the hero power so that he has to do something special to kill that Darnassus. It's very useful to be able to save that swipe for whenever they do muster. Okay, so he's going to do that. That's okay. I can play the Eerie Statue. It would be nice to draw into something like an Ancient of Lore, though. Or an activator for the Ancient Watcher would be useful, too. So I've got combo, but it's going to be a while before I can actually do enough damage. I think I'll just play the Eerie Statue. This is sort of like latent tempo or something like that. I've invested and I don't necessarily get to use it right away, but I should be able to use it soon. Could swipe that. I don't know if that secret will screw me though. Alright, I think I'm better off just actually innervating to get the Ancient of Lore. I really need that Ancient of Lore. These are not great cards in my hand right now. Okay, so that's an activator that I can use. Then I can use the Druid of Claw and charge for him, and it'll be hopefully a while before he can break through all of my stuff and kill that. Although now it's really likely that he has like a get down out. He's being recklessly aggressive right now, I'd say. So I probably need to Wailing Souls. And let's get some protection up. Make sure I don't just die. So, really, wow, what are those secrets? So, one of them is Avenge, clearly. What's the other one? So I just, wow. I think that's fortunate for him. Oh, I guess it probably doesn't matter, I just have him. You needed, like, taunt to even have a chance. Alright, good win over a Secret Paladin. Yeah, that's been a really strong matchup for this deck, which pretty much guarantees that it's able to climb the ladder. Secret Paladin is an enormous part of what's being played right now. Another Paladin. It is not a rematch, but there's still a really good chance it's Secret Paladin. Swipe is always good against Paladin. Wailing Souls is good too, but I don't want too many of those. And King Mukla is only better early, so I think I'll keep him as well. I was going to say I need something early. Zombie Child does it. I'm in pretty good shape right here. I still need to draw something else early. A 2-mana minion would be pretty good. Coining into King Mukla doesn't do a lot for me right now, unfortunately. So I think I'll just clean up his board this turn. Depending on what he plays, I might just coin into the Eerie Statue to enable the turn 4 Wailing Souls. Or I could swipe, which might be better. I think it's actually too early to swipe. I think what I'll do instead is play the Eerie Statue. Yeah, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to coin into the Eerie Statue. Hopefully he plays something that can be killed with the swipe along with the dudes. Clears the board, I can attack with the Eerie Statue. And then he'll repopulate his board and I can Wailing Souls the next turn, attack with the Eerie Statue again, and I'll have a pretty good lead. I don't think the Zombie Child changes that plan. In fact, it only makes it stronger if that really goes as I want it to, because I'll be able to play the Zombie Child and the Wailing Souls together on turn 5. Perfect. Unless that's Redemption, perfect. Oh, I guess Get Down is also kind of bad, but that's okay. Even if it's Get Down, I should definitely swipe first. So I'll swipe first. Cool, not Get Down. So that's a good bit of damage. I'm going to be able to do a lot more next turn too if I play the Zombie Child and the Wailing Souls. Maybe. Depends on that secret. It's a little tempting to just, like, not do Wailing Souls yet. So it must be Get Down, otherwise he's, like, begging to get destroyed here. I think I'm just going to build my board and not trigger the Avenge yet. So what I can do is I can play Ancient Watcher, and I can play the King Mukla, which blocks a little bit against Divine Favor, too. Might have been a wrong play, actually, since it turns out that he had, it was Competitive Spirit. Although it is kind of nice to, like, cause the Competitive Spirit to be lost on a single dude. So next turn I can play the Darnassus Aspirant Wailing Souls. I can play Ancient of Lore to draw more cards the next turn. Zombie Trial won't get much use, but that's fine. He won't last long anyway. I don't see any reason to work on killing that. I think I should just go face with everything. I'm not in danger of dying. Yeah. I'm really close to just having lethal. Yeah, there's no point in killing anything. Alright, what do you got? Unless he's running Equality, Consecration, I'm in good shape. Consecration's not going to be good enough by itself. Great. Beat another Secret Paladin. Let's see if we can queue into another Secret Paladin. That would be fantastic. So we got a little bit of a win streak going now. Let's see if we can climb. It'd be nice if I could get to Legend today, but from rank 3 that's a little tricky. Hopefully I can make Legend by the end of the season. I got one more weekend to do that. Might require it. Alright, another Paladin. Perfect. 2 Eerie Statues is a little bit much. It's a little bit all in, so I think I'll get rid of that. Savage War's too early. Okay, so that's a pretty good start hand. Zombie Chow into Darnassus Aspirant. Like, the Zombie Chow helps keep the Darnassus Aspirant alive, which is really kind of insane. Followed up by 2 solid choices on turn 3 for 4 mana cards. This is pretty close to the dream start against Paladin, at least. Okay, so I'm going to have to just kill that, because I can't afford to let that live. But he's going to be disappointed to see that the Aspirant is out, and he's probably far from having a way to kill it. So it doesn't look like I'm going to swipe next turn, because he coined... Ooh. So, interesting. I guess I'm still going to have to kill that, because he could easily muster for battle. But now he has an Eerie Statue he has to worry about being activated. If he musters for battle, I can swipe face, that'll clear the board, and I can play my Eerie Statue. Perfect. I do still need an activator for him, though. Ooh, I can innervate into Dr. Boom next turn. Great. And then I'll have Force of Nature to follow it up if I'm anywhere close to lethal. I shouldn't be close to lethal by then. He had to alter that. So altering that is a terrible decision because it's probably not going to be able to go again unless I silence it, in which case the alter didn't matter at all. I guess I'm really hoping this isn't Repentance. That would be unlucky. Okay, it's not. So he's going to have to kill Dr. Boom with that. He's getting too low already. I mean, if he doesn't, I'm just going to go face. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see what he's worried about. Now it looks like I'm close to being able to set up the Eerie Statue again. So I can play a second Eerie Statue, which looks like a bad idea. Especially... No, I should play it. See if that's a get down. Nope. Alright, doing a little bit of damage here. What I really need is Wailing Souls. Wailing Souls would just give me the win now. There it is. So because he played that, do I still have... I think I still just have lethal. Yeah, I still have lethal. Hey there, Nitro! Not much, just doing some Silence Druid. I just beat 3 Secret Paladins in a row, which is really the specialty of this deck, which is a good trait to have right now on ladder. Yeah, so this is a counter to it. Let me look at what my win rate is against Secret Paladin right now, just to like get a sense for it. So since I got to rank 5, I've gone 5-1. Honestly, that feels pretty representative of my experience prior to getting rank 5, but before I got to rank 5, I wasn't keeping track of my stats. Basically, I've been climbing the ladder on the back of the strength of this deck against that matchup. That's right, yeah, I don't find that you need that many silences on the enemy in that matchup. Usually you kill them shortly after they play their Dr. 6 or whatever, and so it doesn't matter that much. The main thing is you just play bigger stuff than they can compete against, and Swipe's really good against Paladin. Alright, let's start with the Zombie Chow. Warrior's probably a tough matchup. I don't know if I can be fast enough to really beat this warrior. He didn't have Fiery War Axe, so maybe I can be fast enough, actually. And if he lets me go one more turn here, I can get a pretty good Wailing Souls off right early in the game. Protect my mana and my Zombie Chow. He doesn't have the coin. If he didn't have the fire, yeah, he's in bad shape already. I guess I'm worried about, like, a brawl. That's, like, the main concern now. So I can't afford to take my foot off the pedal here, I don't think. I think because, like, it'd be nice to be able to play around Brawl, but because that can do actually quite a bit of damage to me, I think I'm better off doing this. Let's make it hard for him to hit one of my high-value minions, too. No, Mukla's not necessary at all. I'm just kind of experimenting with him. You can replace him with, I don't know, a lot of different stuff. You could try another Fell Reaver. I think that's a little dangerous, though. You could, what else could you do? You could go with, what's the, there's like the 2/5 or 5/2/3 drop that, Druid has. That would be another solid choice. Let's go with the Ancient of Lore. It's tempting to just swipe to keep the board going. Yeah, that guy's kind of annoying. I'll swipe him. So I'll play Ancient of Lore next turn. Maybe I'll draw into some combo pieces. Combo is really what it... Or just even Savage Roar would be good enough now. Oh, Reno Warrior. I guess I need to be concerned about that then. I mean, if I just draw... If I draw Savage Roar... Wait, is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's enough. So yeah, I mean, this deck's pretty fast. It can definitely outrun Control Warrior. The concern is that they get like a Fiery Win Axe early that it's hard to get around. This deck's really fast. That's part of why I'm playing Mukla, because often it's so fast that they can't afford to actually play the bananas that you give them. Also, their Druid just doesn't have any like really aggressive 3-drops, in my opinion. So there's not a lot of choices from Druid for 3-drops. Yeah, I think as a lot of people have pointed out, Flare just isn't a very good counter to Secret Paladin, unfortunately. It seems like it should be, but it's just not very effective. I think I like all of these start cards. Hopefully another Secret Paladin, or just most Paladins are fine. I think mid-range Paladin's a little tougher for this deck to handle, but like aggro or Secret Paladin would be good. Well, don't know what that is. Do I want to play the Zombie Chow or just Hero Power, Zombie Chow? Yeah, I'll do Zombie Chow. That's fine. Get more tempo. So Mukla will probably come out next turn. Then I can try to focus a little bit on controlling his board. I think I'll kill that, because these are going to give him health anyway. And I definitely don't... Oh, I could innervate. I don't need that innervate for anything else right now. I'm going to actually innervate Hero Power. Use the Zombie Chow to kill the Shota Mini Bot. Give him the 5 health when he doesn't need it. And then attack forward, and he doesn't have anything to use the bananas on. He'll probably use Muster for Battle next turn, but that's fine. That's still not enough to kill my Mukla next turn. Oh, I guess it is if he uses some bananas too, but then he won't be able to play on curve on turn 4, so that's fine too. I could maybe alleviate that by attacking with the Zombie Chow a little bit into his minions instead of going face with the Zombie Chow. So maybe that's worth it. He can still double banana, but then he can only play a 2-drop. But what 3-drops does he have? Just another Muster, probably. Might be better just to go face with the Zombie Chow. It's not like I can clear his board. And it's not like I can stop him from killing the Mukla. Yeah, let's just go face. Oh, no! Equality. Brutal. Even if I had attacked into his minion, wouldn't have helped. Well, that's probably game. What deck is this? I don't even know. I guess this could be like an Anyfin deck or something. Aldor's fine, because you can just heal. Or you can just, silence. You think it's mid-range? Does mid-range even run equality? I didn't realize mid-range ran equality. I'm trying to decide whether I want to play that Sun Fury with... Yeah, I'll Sun Fury. I think I'll even attack this guy. This is weird. You're not supposed to do that, but whatever. Yo, Slapner, what's up? Yeah, I don't stream very often. I stream like once a month, but I try to do it every once in a while. Yeah, he hasn't played any Murlocs yet, so it's kind of going out on a limb. But that's what I'm used to seeing. Okay. It's just a really weird Secret Paladin build. So, I don't know. Force of Nature is just not very useful right now, since one of those is going to go into... I don't really want to trigger his Avenge either. Yikes, this is bad news. If I Force of Nature, I could... Nah, forget it. Yep, Tyrion's coming. I'll just Ancient of Lore, draw cards, hope to draw into something that miraculously saves me. Even though I'm pretty sure there's nothing like that in my deck. That's not going to do it. 11, 12, it's 5 short of lethal. Probably can't do 5 damage. I can Ancient of Lore for health to try to survive, or I could... I don't know. He's still 1 short. Face tank that. Bold. Yeah. I can't do anything. Well, first loss I've had to a Secret Paladin in a while, so I guess that's okay. Good to have fans, Slepna. Thanks for coming by. This is the new deck I'm working on. Hopefully this is something I can push to Legend. It's been working out really well so far, but sometimes things get stalled when you get to the last few ranks. Hi, Tupu. Alright, a Warlock. Warlock has been a little bit more of a toss-up. This deck does really well against Reno Lock, though. But most of the Warlocks I've been facing lately are Zeus, and it does less well against Zeus. Might even be a little under 50% against Zeus, but not by a lot. You can sort of go toe-to-toe with, like, this, like, big tempo plays. Zoo is all about, like, getting things out early and buffing them to gain tempo. And this deck is about playing things that are stronger than they otherwise should be on curve. And so those two different ways of gaining tempo can sort of balance each other out, and you end up just having, like, a really interesting tempo match. But Zoo can sometimes be a little bit faster, and sometimes you can just get overrun. Zombie Chow's a pretty good start, though. So I can play Ancient Watcher the next turn, and then I can coin into an Activator, which might just be the Keeper. I don't know if I need the Keeper for something else. Like, I guess maybe I'll do Wailing Souls, actually, to save the Keeper for that. That's exactly what I was going to say. He might be able to activate it too fast, though, so it might not matter. I think I better kill that. So next turn I'll coin out the Keeper on the egg unless he activates the egg. If he activates the egg, I don't know. I guess I'll coin out Wailing Souls, maybe. Okay. So good. I think it's really important to neutralize that egg. That's way too much of a tempo gain for him if he can activate that. And I still have another activator, the Wailing Souls. Implosion's not too bad, actually. Oh, that's annoying. But yeah, obviously I need to swipe now instead of activate. I could innervate out the Sun Fury, too. Hey, Black Wolf. Thanks for joining us. Nah. I'll save the Sun Fury. Might be useful later. I don't know, it's tempting to just play anything for tempo against Zoo, because your main concern is just that they'll overwhelm you with tempo and then you'll lose. It's also hard to get damage in sometimes because you have to spend so much of your effort towards just like neutralizing all of his threats, and then you don't have much left to go face with. Wow, I guess I should probably just swipe again. This is still a swipeable board. But now I'm out of swipes, so I can't do that anymore. But the nice thing is I can do Wailing Souls and then use Hero Power on the same turn, kind of clean things up a little bit, and I'll have an active 4/5. That could be bad. I think I will just go face instead of like trying to activate it too early for him to like have the right setup for it. At some point I need to do some face damage, so I need to prepare myself for the combo when I draw it. Already next turn, combo would be lethal if he doesn't clean up my board, son. Who all is here? I said hello to most people. Oh, hello, Cameron. Interesting. I guess he didn't have much of a choice for the Dark Peddler. Didn't get combo, unfortunately, but I can... I guess I have to be a little bit concerned about, like, dying. So what I'll do is I'll play the Darnassus, and I'll silence it. I'll use him to clean things up a little bit, but I'll still go face with most of it. Okay, so now I'm set up so that I don't even need combo to kill him if he doesn't try to clean up my board. He's still 10 off lethal, so it's not like he's going to just kill me this turn. He needs to focus on actually cleaning me up. He might be able to do it, but it's getting hard. These things are getting kind of beefy. Ah, okay. Actually, that's pretty good for him. That's really what he needed. Ooh, man. It's a lot of taunt. And he's going to try to clear up the board a little bit. Okay, but I do have combo. The question is it enough? Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe definitely isn't the right word, but it is enough. Nice. That was a solid win. So that's how this deck can beat Zoo, basically. You get, like, early on it's like sort of a scrum for board position. In the mid-game, you can usually push a little bit of damage through, and then hopefully you draw into the combo fast and can close it out. Yep, that's lethal. Just wanted to count it out carefully. It's actually, like, harder to count out lethal whenever you're streaming, in my experience. You're, like, kind of focusing on what to say, and you're like, wait, no, I actually need to count this out properly. Alright, another Paladin. So Paladin has been a strength for this deck, so that's probably good. Fel Reaver is nice to have early. I haven't done anything interesting with the Fel Reaver yet. I think it's good enough that I might even want to keep it. The rest of my hand is so slow, though. If I had another early drop, I would be willing to do it, but against Paladin, I need something early. I'll keep the Wailing Souls, though. You'd need to keep the Activator. Yeah, so the reasoning behind the King Mukla... Is King Mukla good against Reno for some reason? Oh! No, that doesn't work against Reno, right? Because it's based on what's in the deck, not what's in the hand. Yeah, so I'll coin out the Darnassus. So the reason I like Mukla is simply he gives you a lot of tempo. Your opponent has to spend 2 mana to use those bananas, and usually they can't afford to. So it ends up not being much of a liability. In the meantime, you get a 5/5 for cheap. That can come out really early, for instance, on turn 2, or even turn 1. So he can use his 2 mana to kill this if he wants to, but usually he'd rather play something on curve, like the Muster. So this is like alternative to Muster. It's not about overdraw, it's just about you getting a 5/5 for 3, and your opponent not getting any advantage unless they spend mana. So he's really having a hard time killing Mukla this game, so that's going well. Next turn I'll be able to activate the Ancient Watcher too. That's unfortunate, but Swipe would be useful, I guess, but I don't know, it's not even necessary. I think I'm probably just going to go face more here. Not too concerned about what he can do with those minions. That's fine. Getting worried about the damage he's taking. So probably innervating out the Ancient of Lore is the play on this turn. Play the Druid of the Claw instead now. I still think I'd rather get the cards, because next turn's looking kind of meh. Okay. Well, this could be bad, I guess. Oh, never mind, it's not, right, it's not event. I think we checked that earlier. I'm playing against someone who works for IGN. Oh, that's interesting. Moriarty. Kind of Funny Games. I don't even know what Kind of Funny Games is. What is Kind of Funny Games? This isn't that useful right now. I think I'd rather just do the Druid of the Claw in taunt form. Yeah. So then I'll be able to play Dr. Boom. And then it's kind of like waiting for combos, sort of. I don't know if I'm going to be able to close this out without combo. He's getting kind of a good defense up. Doing a lot of face damage. So he got a Dr. Boom too. BGH would be nice. Huh? Huh? No. Oh, wow. So if I swipe, I set up lethal. So I should probably do that. Sun Fury is good. Alright. So next turn, Force of Nature does it unless he plays Tyrion. Do you have Tyrion? I mean, there are other things, but Tyrion is the main thing I'm worried about. Then I would need to draw like a Keeper or something like that. Is that leftmost card Tyrion? No. But it is heal, which means I don't have lethal. That's unfortunate. Not quite in danger of dying yet, so probably just boom, unless I do draw something that gives me lethal. Eerie Statue would make more sense if I were feeling more desperate. So actually, I probably made a mistake. If instead of playing the Sun Fury Protector last turn, I had hero-powered his Ooze, I would have actually had lethal this turn. Whoops. I don't know if that was necessarily the better thing to do. Maybe it was, actually. Oh well. Hopefully I can still win this. That would have made it much cleaner, though. Interesting. So if I get lucky... Nope. Very unlucky. Alright. So now he has even more taunt up somehow. He's getting a lot of taunt here. I'm not sure that combo even does the job. Nah, combo doesn't even do the job now. So I really need to draw into something useful. I mean, I can... Okay, that's pretty useful probably, right? Because there's a lot of ways I can use that, in fact. So I can either use that to activate the Eerie Statue or to just silence that. But silencing that isn't useful right away. So I think what I'll do is I'll play the Eerie Statue, I will give it taunt, and I will use my hero power to dent that Ooze. Now I have lethal next turn using the Keeper on his Sludge Belcher and playing Force of Nature. No, that's still not lethal. Shoot. No, it's one short. I could be in trouble here. If I Keeper my Eerie Statue and then hero power, I can clear his board. And then, even if he clears mine, Force of Nature would be... Oh, yuck. Okay, looks like I've quite possibly lost this game. Yeah, that's a good point. I maybe should have dropped the Chow. I still could, actually. I don't think I can even afford to, like, untaunt that. Alright, don't know about that play. Could be in trouble. Obviously, I can just lose if he has, if his rag snipes me. That's pretty unlikely, but yeah, I was one damage off. Mostly I'm just trying to make sure that rag doesn't kill me. I think that's basically the only way he can win. It would be pretty unlucky for that. I don't know why he would use the Keeper on that. He should have used it on my Eerie Statue, for sure. Well, let's see it. Okay. I think Rag is way too slow for this deck, to be honest. Oh, hi, Gurubashi, by the way. Yeah, I think Rag's just too slow. I mean, turn 8 is often when you're looking to kill them. Also, I just don't think Rag is a very good card right now. There's too many tokens in this game. He usually just kills like a 1-1 or something like that. I don't feel like... I don't know. Rag took a really big hit back in Nax and it's just never really recovered. Well, Zombie Chow and Swipe are both pretty solid against Hunter. Big Game Hunter, not so much. Yeah, my win rate is really high. It's been kind of crazy. It's probably near 70% right now. I probably won't be able to sustain that to Legend, but pretty good start. A lot of it is the fact that it just has been destroying Paladin. And Paladin is most of what you see, so... Okay, let's keep the pressure up. King Mukla on turn 3 is going to be pretty good here. What would that be? Okay. So that means it's Snake Trap. I don't know what this guy's up to. Yeah, Black Wolf faced this deck on ladder and wrecked me. Seems like a job for Wailing Souls. I don't want to trigger the Snake Trap, so I think I'm just going to go face with all of this. And next turn, pretty good shape for lethal. Yeah, that was a pretty good Wailing Souls. Activate a 4/5, negate 5 health. Well, so I need to activate the trap, unfortunately. Oh, do I just have lethal anyway, though? Well, it depends on where the knives fall, probably. It's worth the risk. I mean... So he needs to, like, miraculously kill one of these. He didn't get it, so that's going to do it. So that was a Midrange Hunter. You can definitely outpace Midrange Hunter. You can probably outpace Face Hunter. This deck is super fast. And that takes us to rank 2. Yeah, that was a pretty solid win. Alright, rank 2. Just need 10 more stars. Let's see if we can do it. No one's dumb. I miscounted it at first, too. Another hunter. No, never mind. Same hunter. Rematch time. So I think this is usually a pretty good matchup. So I'm pretty happy to see this again. I can activate both the Ancient Watchers with the Sun Fury, and I can do it all on turn 3, so that's probably the game plan. So I'll even coin out the first Ancient Watcher. Yeah, I'll need to save a lot of what we've seen today for the guide, because this has been a pretty good example of how this deck works. And for the first time, I'll maybe post some video with me giving some commentary on the deck instead of just written commentary. Not like a specifically made video for commentary, but just the commentary of watching me play the deck. I might even rather use the Keeper to kill this Knife Juggler than actually make one of these be able to attack. I don't know. We'll see. Swipe might be useful in the future here. Thanks, yeah. The Inner Fire Priest videos were a start, but the emotes said everything. Yeah, that deck is a bit snarky, actually, because you come out of nowhere to kill them. Yikes, he's actually building a pretty substantial board here. Not sure what the best way to deal with this is going to be. He can only kill one of them. Could swipe. Swiping's not that strong. I could just snipe that. Oh, or I can silence that. That's probably good, right? That saves him a card. It reduces it by like a lot. Yeah, let's just do that. And let's get this out of the way too. I can still swipe next turn if I want to. This guy's a little annoying though. Leok. I could put Druid of the Claw in charge for him to kill Leok though. Instead of playing the Fel Reaver. Might still be worth it. Alright, making him spend some stuff. Cool. Without other minions out, nah, I'd rather just play the Fel Reaver. What is that likely to be? Freezing, I guess? Should probably trigger it, because I definitely don't want to get something else frozen. Yeah, let's be aggressive. Let's play the Fel Reaver. Could have Druid of the Claw into Leok. That would have made some sense too. I still need to sort of do that next turn. Yeah, I think that Deathlord and Wild Growth are just too slow for this deck, which otherwise is really aggressive. I'm really not quite in a position where I can afford to just go face. In fact, I might need that Ancient of Lore for health next turn. So in that case, I think I should just charge Leok, go face with 8 damage. Oh, I guess I have lethal next turn if he doesn't block me in some way. If none of those knives go into the Druid of the Claw, I could be in really good shape. They didn't. So let's see what he does. He needs taunt, he needs to throw another knife, or he needs heal, but they were not going to run heal. I might still be streaming in an hour, I'm not sure, Black Wolf. Thanks for the view. So that's lethal, right? Well, I guess it's lethal, and it's now way lethal, but I even had lethal without this. Cool, another win. So that was over that same Midrange Hunter. We've now won 9 of the last 10 games, so we're on a pretty good roll here. Alright, let's queue into another Paladin or Hunter. That would be great. None of this Mage. Well, no, Freeze Mage is fine. Give me a Freeze Mage, but not Tempo Mage. Things like that. Warlock. Can be okay. We'll see. Swipe is still pretty good against Zoo. So I'll keep that. That's always good early. Innervate's usually good early. Yeah, so why only one Fel Reaver? I did try 2. I'm not confident in the decision to only run one either. But the reasoning is a combination of the fact that Charge Form on Druid of the Claw is quite good in this deck, especially when combined with Savage Roar. The other reason is that if you do get both Fel Reavers early, there is actually a good chance that you'll get milled. You don't have to worry about that with 1, pretty much. The game almost never goes long enough to get milled with just 1 Fel Reaver. But 2 could be bad. It's really debatable, and it's like a 31st card type of situation. Yeah, I mean, I have never lost to Freeze Mage with this deck. So Swipe's probably the right play here, so I should make it as desirable as possible. I don't want to innervate out the hero power because I'm going to do Ancient of Lore, and clearing the board against Zoo is very good, so I think I'll just clean things up. Yeah, so there's a good chance that I can... Well, okay, so he might play Implosion. Okay, he doesn't play Implosion, so I can definitely innervate out Ancient of Lore, which is really strong. Yeah, it's better than the Druid of the Claw, because the rest of my hand is not all that good. And there's no point in killing that, so let's just go face. We're off to a really good start, I think. We've got a lot of tempo on him. Starting to get a lot of damage in my hand. Gonna have to use that sometime soon, but not yet, I think. Let's just go face. I do have BGH in case he gets Mal'Ganis. I really am pretty secure in my position right now. I can Force of Nature next turn just to like drive some more damage in, or kill him if he doesn't effectively kill something here. It's not Mal'Ganis. Doomguard though, that's annoying. I think just charge face. So I'm going to be 1 mana short of lethal next turn, it looks like. Unless he... Wow. Am I in trouble here? I think Dr. Boom is the better play than pushing damage with Force of Nature, since next turn I can innervate out Force of Nature and swipe for 10 face damage, and so the main thing that I'm playing for here is if he gets out Taunt, and against Taunt, Dr. Boom is going to be stronger. So, just double checking I don't have lethal and I'm being silly. Yeah, I'm 1 short of lethal. Yeah, he definitely made a mistake there. He could have guaranteed getting the Doomguard, it looks like, with the Void Collar, and should have done that. I'm not sure why he didn't do that. I don't think it really mattered ultimately that much, though. It looks like he would have been in trouble either way. Yeah, so next turn I can do 10 damage from hand. So even if he has Taunt, he's going to have a hard time surviving. And without Taunt, there's no shot. Because he's not running any heal, I'm sure. Unless he can somehow kill me right now. If he had, like, power... No, he's already played both Doomguards, so... And double power overwhelming isn't even good enough. He would need, like, double power overwhelming and, like, an abusive sergeant. He already used an abusive sergeant, too. So it seems really unlikely. Oh, that's interesting. Does that kill me? Oh, well, nope, because I drew Savage Roar. That was brutal. Power over Arcane Golem, yeah, that would have done it. I doubt he's running Arcane Golem based on how the rest of his deck was set up, though. Alright, we beat another zoo. What do we want to face? We want to face like Hunter or Secret Paladin or... What else is good? Freeze Mage. Freeze Mage is always funny. Let's see one of those. Well, it's a Mage. Could be Freeze Mage. It's probably Tempo Mage. Tempo Mage is more of a toss-up. We'll keep Wailing Souls. It's always good. I think I don't have enough to keep the Druid of the Claw. The Living Roots will be good early. Okay, that's a good thing to combine with the Wailing Souls. It's a good start against either of the possible decks this could be. Even this, combined with Hero Power, could be a pretty good turn 3 play against Tempo Mage. So... Well, that's a pretty crazy start for him. I guess I could just lose in like 2 turns. I can't kill either of these yet. I think I'll just go face with them. Living Roots should let me kill one of them. Maybe, I probably should have done 1 damage to the 2/3 one, actually. That was almost definitely a mistake. Because now he's just going to... Well, that I wasn't expecting. Anybody know what deck he's playing here? This is kind of weird. I'll clean things up as best I can. With the silence from Wailing Souls, I should be able to also take out the Mana Worm. This is one of the few matchups where you're probably going to spend more of your time on the controlling the board than going face, just because they have trouble drawing cards as well, and your deck is like a little bit curved higher than theirs is. This is weird. This doesn't seem to be working very well for him either. Yeah, this is a 4081 legend deck. Maybe that's all that's going on. I think I still want to kill this. It's kind of weak, but... Grinder? I don't think a grinder deck would, like, start with... Well, it's some deck with card draw. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. This is really strange. Well, Fel Reaver sounds good to me. I can Wailing Souls next turn if I'm in any question of running out of cards. But I would actually rather hold off on that in case he has some sort of freeze going on. Yeah, he was probably asking himself the same question. But I just don't see what synergy the Mad Bomber has with Mage. I think the synergy that the cards that I'm playing have with Druid is more clear. So I haven't drawn enough cards that I really want to play Wailing Souls yet. I think I'd rather just do Druid of the Claw in taunt form. In charge form. I also threaten lethal, although I guess that's Ice Block? Who knows at this point. Well, if he's trying to win the card advantage thing, he's certainly going to win there, but I don't know how he's going to survive long enough to do that. Okay, it's like a meal deck, sort of, but yeah, it's fatigue. You're right. Well, I mean, that's probably freeze. It seems fine. Bring him down to 1 health. And I'll draw a couple cards quick before I run out of all my cards with the Fel Reaver. So it seems like he needs to do some sort of freeze tactic here, but he's going to have a hard time doing that with my Wailing Souls. I also have Loatheb, so he's going to play another Ice Block. That doesn't seem to matter much. He needs like serious heal and also to deal with my board, and I don't know. I'm not sure how he's going to manage. I'm trying to think of how I could lose this game and protect against that, but I don't see the avenue right now. Okay, he's running Leper Gnome too. Interesting. We'll use Loatheb to make sure he doesn't just burn us down. So he needs to heal a ton and clear my board somehow. Freeze doesn't do it. Oh yeah, and he also doesn't have... He can't play spells. I think he's done. Weird deck. Didn't really work here, so it's hard to know exactly what he was going for. If it had been Vaporize, I would have won that turn. It needed to be Ice Block for him to not lose, so there was no reason to play around Vaporize. Not that anyone's running Vaporize right now. Yeah, Fellreaver doesn't draw fatigue cards. That's actually really important to know. Otherwise, it would have silenced, but I was trying to hold back on my silence in case he tried to freeze. Because if he ever tried to freeze, then I would instantly win the game with Wailing Soul. And even if he had Renoed, I would have been able to kill him that same turn with Savage Roar. I think this is the same guy. Yep. So, same game plan. And this should probably go well. Maybe. Or maybe we'll find out what his deck actually, what it actually does. I don't see any reason to coin out yet. There's no rush right now. There's no... Oh yeah, he ran a lot of duplicates, you're right. There's clearly no Reno. I think it's better to just play Watcher and coin up to the Keeper. There's probably Freeze, right? So I should probably keep the Wailing Soul for Freeze. I don't know, I'm a little bit confused because he didn't play any Freeze, but it seems like this deck, whatever he's trying to do, couldn't possibly work without it. So I'm going to play as if there's Freeze. So I'm just going to silence that with the Keeper of the Grove, leave the Wailing. I definitely don't get that. Also, what is with that? This is really, really weird. I think I'm better off actually just cleaning things up a little bit here. I mean, he might actually be able to rush me down here, I guess. It's sort of what he's trying to aim up to do. We'll silence that with my thing there, and then Druid of the Claw, I guess, will be taunt to try to hang on. Some kind of burn deck with, like, lots of card draw? I don't know. Spending too much time trying to figure this deck out. Oh, that was lucky for him. Swipe's probably good. Alright, so his board is gone. Next turn I can Druid of the Claw. He didn't have any mirror entities last time, so alright. This is weird. This feels like a completely different deck that I'm facing. Well, I definitely want taunt, I guess. Yeah. Play the Ancient Watcher, which I can Wailing Souls next turn. Yeah, I'm nearly dead. Although now he's nearly dead. I don't need taunt anymore, because I'm about to control a board. I guess I should play this first. If I'm going to play both, which I will. I'm setting up for a pretty epic Savage Roar play next turn. That should proc the ice block, but it's probably too little too late. I don't even need the Force of Nature as of right now. This is super weird. It's also... So to clear this, do I need something else too? So I can 4, 8, 10, 13, 23, and I need the Keeper to kill that. And then I have the Force of Nature to kill him if he freezes, which I kind of doubt that he actually runs now. So we'll start with this. Oh, I didn't count this out properly. That was dumb. Oh well. Could have had him down to 1 health. Or 2 health even. That was a mistake. But hopefully it shouldn't matter because I have Force of Nature. So he needs to draw enough damage to kill me, which I'm sure he has a lot. So does he have it? Yeah, looks like it. Nope, he's 1 short. Good. Well, that was strange. But I'm glad I ran into him again, because I do think this deck fares well against this kind of strategy, generally speaking. Hey Black Wolf, I just saw your guide on Reddit. I can't read it right now, but I'm sure it's pretty neat with the Control Warrior thing. I'll have to look at it after I'm done streaming. This deck was on Asia a lot, huh? That's interesting. I think EU and NA seem to have fairly similar metas, but like Asia seems to genuinely have some different things going on, which is really interesting. Faker. So I think I don't have enough early game to keep the Druid of Claw even with the Innervate. I'll keep the Keeper as an activator. See what else we can draw. I got another activator, so Keeper is less useful. I need to draw something to actually activate with it. Living Roots is still good for the 1/1s early. Excuse me, for the 1/1s early. I could Innervate up to one of these, but they're kind of lackluster without something to silence, so I would much rather draw into something like Watcher or Statue. That's a good turn 5 play, I guess. Seems really far away right now. So we'll clean this up a little bit. And hopefully draw into something useful next turn, because right now we don't have anything to play for turn 3. And unfortunately there's no 3-drops to draw either, so we're either hoping for a 5-drop that we can Innervate into, or we're hoping for like a Watcher. I guess if it was a Statue, I'd still Innervate into it so that I could Wailing Souls it the next turn. Nope, looks like we're just going to go face. Which is bad, because he's now starting to ramp up. Also, his turn 4 is still not very exciting. I mean, maybe if he gives us a good Keeper target, that would be good. Or just Wailing Souls for a 3/5 body. But we don't have anything to silence. He's getting a slow start, though. I mean, using a Wrath on a 1/1 on turn 4 is not very exciting. Oh, but he's going to Innervate out a 4-drop. Okay. I think the Wailing Souls lines up better with this than Keepering it. Then next turn we at least get Boom out, so we can maybe recover by playing Boom on turn 5. Well, never mind. Let's see here. If he goes face, we can keeper this and then trade and stuff, but it's not very good. But it's about the only thing we can do with 5 mana, so I guess that's the plan. Don't want to make it too lucrative to just attack with the 5/5 on our 3/5. So we have Swipe now, which is interesting. We can still innervate up to Boom. We're starting to fall too far behind, though. Well, I think I have to innervate out Boom, hope he doesn't have any combo pieces, because things are just getting out of hand on the board. I don't have any way to activate the Eerie Statue anymore, so I think there's no point in playing that. Let's just go up to Boom and hope he does the trick. Get some good RNG off of the Boom bots. That might be enough to save us. So, Innervate combo would kill us. Just using Savage Roar would bring us down substantially. Oh, charge Savage Roar? Okay, that's probably game. 12, 19... He's one short. So we're still technically alive. But we currently don't have any way to stop him. That'll stop him. Technically, maybe. So that's what we have to do. I mean, he is almost out of cards. It's possible we could hang on here, but not very likely. Good chance he can just burn us straight through. He doesn't even need to deal with the taunt. He just needs like a keeper or a swipe or a living roots, and that would do it. That's going to be bad because there's no way to kill that. So we need to, like, even hero powering doesn't get us out of range, so we need to draw something useful. That's funny. That swipe actually saves us. I can't go face, though, with either, or with the first one. Well, let's see if he has any damage. Bah! Swipe. Got us. Came down to top decks. Almost hung on there. It was certainly worth trying. Hey there, Mike and ASW. Yeah, that was a crazy draw. Hopefully we can climb back up a little bit here. That was a good game, yeah. It was kind of funny. It's rare that I'm the one playing on my back feet, so it was kind of fun to do one like that. Alright, we played this guy earlier. What did he play? I can't remember. I really need to learn to remember that. I think I'm going to keep the Fel Reaver. I really like the pressure that puts on early in the game. Darnassus Aspirant's always good early, so we'll keep that too. Fel Reaver. So what we can do is we can coin out the Darnassus. If he doesn't kill it right away, we can then innervate the Fel Reaver the next turn. Nah, never mind. Let's just innervate out the Fel Reaver right away. This will be a fun game. It'll end fast one way or the other. We have like no cards, but we have an 8-8 on the board on turn 1, so should be exciting. So, do you have an answer? The Darnassus is going to be funny because we'll like ramp up, but we have clearly nothing to ramp into. We need to go face, obviously, since we have no cards. Because we have nothing to ramp into, I think I might just rather go with the Sun Fury. I can coin into swipe, if that's helpful. I don't know if that'll be helpful or not. Might just be helpful on face, actually. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we've probably lost then. It's going to be really hard to recover from not having any cards in the early game. Yep. That RNG was brutal. Getting the dagger on the 8-8 and then getting the power overwhelming. Not good. Got a couple options here, actually. I can either swipe coin into a clear, or I can charge the Druid of the Claw. I guess he's actually running low on cards too, because he had to do kind of some silly maneuvers there. So we could go for value. I think value play is to swipe. Although then I don't have the... I'm worried then that if he has Implosion, we just lose. I could also just taunt Druid of the Claw. No, but then if I do Druid of the Claw, I can't kill this. That's really annoying. Well, I could kill it with Living Roots. Yeah, let's do this. Hope he doesn't have Implosion. He's running low on cards, so it's certainly possible that he doesn't have Implosion. Likely, in fact. So we won't play around Implosion. Can always charge Druid of the Claw next turn and do 8 damage. I have 2 more damage sitting in hand. The only danger is that if he draws Reno, then we've pretty much lost. But I think we've lost either way if he draws Reno. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe he's not playing with Reno, actually. Could be hard for him to ping this, so maybe it's best to just play Druid of the Claw and taunt for him. Oh, can't Living Roots. That's okay, though. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is a different deck than I originally thought it was. We're getting really close to just being able to kill him. I gotta go face with this for sure. I'm trying to decide what to do with the rest of it. I think I like... So now if he doesn't get taunt, even if he clears my board, I have lethal. So let's do that. Yeah, I changed the Zombie Childs to Living Roots. I don't know. It's not clear, which is better. It's a little less dependent on silence in the late game. Zombie Child's obviously better earlier. Living Roots is good early, though. I do read the chat, ASW, in fact. I think I'm reading most of the things. I guess there's a kappa there. Alright, that's that one. So that was interesting. The early Fel Reaver ended up winning, even though it only got 1 hit off. I think mostly because he just had to spend so many resources to deal with it that by the time he had done that, he didn't have much left to deal with the additional pressure I put down. I drew into some nice cards. I mean, I was able to pretty efficiently use my mana, despite the fact that on turn 1 I spent 3 cards. So there's a bit of luck there. But overall, like, if you can get out a first turn Fel Reaver, you're probably in good shape. Yeah, I'm glad that led you here. SudaKa. He sounds familiar. Is he a name I should know? I'll keep it. It's a little weird keeping that Fel Reaver with not a too strong hand here, but Fel Reaver is really strong. I'm not really sure what a foreheads account is, but are you saying that this is Reynad? Or it's like his friend? Okay, so turn 3 Fel Reaver looks like the play, so probably Sun Fury, turn 3 Fel Reaver, Keeper it if I need to, especially if he does some sort of like Aldor shenanigans or something like that, or Keeper of Oldhim shenanigans on it. I guess he won't be able to Keeper of Oldhim on it, so it's going to have to be an Aldor thing. Wailing Soulsing it will be better. So I could also, maybe I'll keep the Sun Fury for later. To taunt something important and just go face with the hero power. Nah, I'm going to play the Sun Fury, because if you play something like Knife Juggler or something, I need to be able to kill it. Cool, he has a Twitch too? Yeah. Well, that's kind of frustrating. But we have Fel Reaver, so we'll probably be alright. So I can Wailing Souls next turn. I might not even have to, though. It might be better just to Keeper, depending on what he plays. Or what I draw. I mean, if I draw like a statue, I'll wait a turn. Muster. Well, okay, so he's going to clean things up a little bit. Obviously, what I really want now is a swipe. Well, there's the statue I was talking about. We'll go face with that. So next turn we can Wailing Souls and hit face with 15 damage. He'll be down to 3, and then we can finish him off with the Force of Nature. Unless he cleans things up, which he pretty much has to do. He doesn't have enough on the board to take out the 8/8. So unless he gets a lucky, like, that could be, okay, well now it's definitely that. So I think what instead of, like, driving this guy into the Noble Sacrifice, it's like almost definitely there, I'd rather just use, I think, no. I'm still better off just Wailing Souls, because I want to be able to do Force of Nature next turn. Oh, am I close to dying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Could be an 11th coming in, 12. And 3 more, 15. He could be kind of close. Yeah, but I don't really have an alternative. I mean, the alternative would be something like Ancient Watcher. That's not much better. Nah, I need to be able to play Force of Nature next turn. So that'll probably be blocked. But that's okay. I guess the question is, am I better off trying to clean things up a little bit here? Because now he can actually do a lot of damage. He's probably at 5. Well, so I can't kill that, though. That's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14. He's still 4 damage short. And he can't even just, like, trade to... Yeah. Let's just go face, make it really hard for him to clear the board. He can't afford to go face. Even if he gets, like, True Silver, that's not enough to kill me. So, I think this is still the right play. He needs to clear my 7/4 and my 8/8 just to survive. Yeah. This would be a good win against 84 ranked NA playing Secret Paladin. Another Noble Sacrifice wouldn't be bad even, because I could Force of Nature. And the other thing is that even if he clears all but the 3/5, interesting. He should have attacked with his weapon first, but it's not going to matter. He's able to actually clear everything, but he has to face tank to do it. Oh, and if he gets one more lucky, if that knife doesn't go face, I'm in trouble. Okay, so now he can clear everything without face tanking. Now that's bad. Now I really do need to draw that swipe that I've been waiting for. Sort of. Although I can keep her Grove his face. No, even then that's not good. So this is bad, this is bad. Let's see here. Okay, wait, so if I Force of Nature him, that'll bring him down to 4. And then next turn I can keep her Savage Roar. And that would be enough to finish him. So that's the play. Oh, I mean, he'll probably play Mysterious Challenger, though. But, I don't know. If he gets Mysterious Challenger, he was going to win. Okay, he didn't have Mysterious Challenger, so now he just needs... If he has Noble Sacrifice, he wins, which he probably does since he just played 2 Secrets. So it looks like we've probably lost. I mean, there's no point in playing for anything else, so we just gotta try it and hope that it's not the second Noble Sacrifice. Oh, it's not. Cool, we won. Alright. Close game. Secret Paladin games are often close, but in my experience, it's often broken in favor of this deck. 1 second, I'm just going to grab some coffee. So another Paladin, which is usually good. I think I'm actually going to pass on the Sun Fury because I already have another 2-drop and I don't want to coin into it. So we'll drop the Protector. Okay. If we draw another early game card, especially something like a Watcher or a Statue, we're in really good shape with this hand. Ancient of Lore is a little heavy, but other than that, things look good. Alright, so Innervate's probably going to be good for something. What can we do with that? I think nothing until turn 3 I can bring out the Fel Reaver, and then turn 4 I can Wailing Souls the Fel Reaver and the Darnassus. So let's go with that plan. So that means just pass for this turn. I guess we don't even necessarily need to Innervate into the Fel Reaver if the Darnassus survives, which it usually does against Paladin. Paladin doesn't have too many ways to kill it off. If he plays Coghammer, he'll be able to kill the Darnassus. Otherwise, he won't be able to. Either way, we'll be able to get the Fel Reaver out next turn, if we want to. We might prefer to swipe depending on what he plays. Yeah, so, I mean, I could try to get more value out of the swipe by waiting, and just play the Fel Reaver. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. This is a bit greedy, but what you can do here is you can just play the Fel Reaver. It's going to be very difficult to kill that with the little 1/1s. Otherwise, what he's probably going to do is maybe spend 2 of them into the Darnassus Aspirin, finish it off with his weapon. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. So he can trade 2 of these into the Darnassus Aspirin, finish it off with his 1, and then he'll play like a 4-drop, maybe Shredder. What we can do is we can swipe the Shredder, take out the other 2 1/1s, and then even Living Roots what comes out of it potentially. So, ooh, apparently I maybe should have swiped. Depends on where he goes with this, though. Guess he doesn't know either. So he did have to spend all of that just to kill the Fell Reaver. So I think we're still in pretty good shape here, although obviously we would have preferred that not happen. Savage Roar is pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to innervate out the Ancient of Lore. Getting out of turn 4 Ancient of Lore is pretty good. Take some cards. So we still haven't drawn anything worth silencing now that the Fell Reaver is gone. So I think can do. We'll see. So Living Roots is going to be good to kill off the Keeper or the Knife Juggler. So as long as he doesn't have 2 of those knives going to the 2/3, we're doing okay, I think. So I do have the Swipe, which he probably thinks I don't even have. So he's going to be unhappy about this. Wait, just to double check I don't have lethal and I'm being silly. 7, 13, oh no, he's still pretty high. But next turn is clearly going to be a turn where I'm looking for lethal. Swipe is just so good in this matchup, it's insane. So our little gambit with the Swipe didn't really work out last time, but or earlier in this game, but it doesn't seem like it's going to matter. Oh, would Crusher Shaman change much with League of Legends? So I think the Murloc, Sir Finley, is a good match for the deck. I don't know what else is. I tried some things. I tried like the Genies or something, because they seem like they might work well with, what is it called? Ancestral Spirit, but it just didn't really work that well. Trying to figure out if I can finagle lethal here. I can, because I can Hero Power to trigger a Noble Sacrifice. I can Savage Roar and then finish him with Living Roots. Wow, that took a really long time to trigger. Oh, shoot. I failed. Whoops. Well, it shouldn't really matter. In fact, I'm going to send these 2 damage here, because I'm pretty sure I can kill him without it. Yep. Yeah, that was definitely an error. I got... Yeah, I got confused. I forgot I double counted my hero power. It won't matter, luckily, but that was a serious error. Don't make that mistake. We had such a dominating lead that turn that I could get away with a mistake like that, but a lot of times you can't. This deck very often comes down to like 1 or 2 health points, so you can't assume you're going to sneak by making mistakes like that. All right, let's jump into another game here. So we have had several wins in a row, starting with those couple of strange Mage matches. Gaara. Alright. Should be a good match. Hunter is usually a strong matchup for this, but in fact, whenever I was making my climb to Legend, I went undefeated against Hunter. But I've lost some games since then. It's not like it's not like a gimme matchup by any means, but it is a strong one. So Living Roots will give me something on the board early, which being able to deal the 1 damage split up like that is actually pretty good against Hunter. Sometimes better than Zombie Chow. We'll see what he plays. Is this his best class? Cool. Okay, so that matches up well, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is we'll do the Darnassus. If he doesn't kill the Darnassus, we can play Wailing Souls and then sort of lock in that mana. Get like a free 2/3 along with it. Okay, so he did kill that. Which means we're probably just going to play another Darnassus. Keep going face. We have double Savage Roar. So one way or another, this game is going to end fast with double Savage Roar because it's holding up a lot of spots in my hand that I really need for minions. Well, it's not looking good. He's getting a really fast start. He has a bunch of damage he can do early. Oh, that's an interesting choice, though. I think we just need the tempo, but I'm not optimistic anymore. Maybe it'll come down to a turn 10 double Savage Roar combo, but probably not. I doubt I'll be able to make it till turn 10. I probably need to kill him sooner. Oh, well, that's bad. Trying to think of what I want to really draw here. I guess maybe a lore so that I can like draw some cards. I can innervate into it. Not too useful, but I'll play it. I'm really counting on drawing something to do with that. I think I need to keep being aggressive, but is he threatening lethal? 12, 13. Oh, he is. So I guess I need that for taunt. Doesn't really matter, but... I think Boom is even too slow at this point. He's just going to kill me. I needed that for taunt, I guess. I guess this... Whew. Well, that hand's not going to be very useful. Double Innervate, double Savage Roar isn't going to win you any games. Oh, on turn 5, yeah, okay. So on turn 5, I could have innervated him out, and that might have done it. Yeah, you're right. Maybe. I don't know. He had pretty good follow-ups, and if my follow-up was going to be an another innervate to complement my Savage Roar, that wasn't going to save me. Pretty much anything is strong against double innervate, double roar. Some days. I don't know. We had a good run before this, though. We had a lot of luck there, so it's fine. Braids, playing another Hunter. Let's see if we can get a good Hunter game in here. So Swipe's really good against Hunter, something we didn't have last game that would have really saved us. Innervate's usually good, although we saw how that can go awry last game. Sun Fury is cheap enough that we should keep it if we don't have any 2-drops. Hey Black Wolf, I saw your guide is up on Reddit. I haven't had a chance to read it because I've been streaming, but I look forward to reading it. The stream, I guess, is lagging. I don't know. Like, whenever you say lagging, do you mean like the motion of the game is like really slow, or do you mean that like there's a lot of time between when I respond to things and when I make the plays? I'm not too worried about the response time being slow, if that's the case. Some people seem to be doing okay then. toying with the map, waiting for him to... So he's a Face Hunter that has a really bad start, it looks like. My start's not very good either, though. Wow. I mean, I can do like a super early combo, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm playing for. So since I'm pretty confident that he's Face Hunter, I can play Big Game Hunter on turn 3. I could like swipe on turn 4 or something. Hopefully I draw something to do turn 5 and 6. Yeah, I don't know. I have too many situational things in my hand to really plan everything out right now. I could coin out a swipe there, but I don't even know if that's necessary. I think I'd rather just play this 2-3. Wait for him to play some more things to swipe. Let's go face. If he doesn't kill that Darnassus, I'm going to get to combo even faster. It's stopping and loading occasionally. Are other people running into the same problem that Black Wolf is? I don't necessarily know what I could even do about it. Ooh, he could have cleared me there, which would have been better, I think, for him. I mean, he doesn't know what's in my hand. He doesn't know how ridiculous my hand actually looks right now. 6, 12, 16. So I should clear him. If I combo next turn, that does 22 damage. I'd be 1 short. So I need an Innervate to kill him next turn. Nice, Burbalicious. Good job. Gucci here. I'll just double count, make sure I don't have lethal and I'm making a mistake. Yeah, no, I'm 1 short. I can't do anything to help the board, so I think I'm just going to play the BGH and gain a little bit of health and hope that I can still do combo next turn. I don't think he can kill me in any way. Doesn't have enough mana to kill me. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty typical of how, in my experience, Face Hunter goes. You can just sort of like outrace them, but you have to do like some important managing of the board in the first 4 turns. But then you just go face, and you can close out the game faster than they can. Your damage kind of like grows with time, and theirs is kind of static, and so unless they really can steadily put the damage through, which they haven't been doing for the first 4 turns if you control the board well, it's difficult for them to close it out fast enough before you can do like a roar play or set up like a statue play or something like that. Ancient Watcher, Keeper of the Grove is kind of our classic play. Swipe, I think, is something I don't keep anymore against Druids. If the aggro version were more popular, I'd probably keep it. It is kind of nice against, like, Living Roots. I might rather have it... I'd rather have the Druid of the Claw. Good, I got Living Roots, so I have a good turn 1 play. Then I could do Ancient Watcher. I'd like to draw into, like, Innervate to get out the Druid of the Claw on turn 3, so that I can keep her on turn 4, the Ancient Watcher, and push a lot of damage through. But without that, that's fine. I'll do, like, Hero Power on turn 3, maybe. We'll see. The Lotheb could be good, too. It's a good way to solidify your board, although that's not really necessary against Druid, because Druid can't really clear your board anyway. Weak turn. I think I'm actually going to kill that. Yeah. I don't feel like my hand is strong enough to just start focusing only on face yet. It's still a little bit control the board time. Well, that's funny. That's bad. I need a good draw. Keeper's not really going to be a good turn 4 play. Eerie Statue's a good draw, especially on an open board. If he plays something weak, I don't even know what Druid would play that would be weak enough that I could Druid of the Claw charge it. But that's one way to get a free activation off of this. If that's an Azure, I guess that would do it. Nah, Lotheb's not good enough. So... my hand's still not strong enough to really be pushing the damage through. And with Ancient of Lore, I think I'd rather play a longer game. You can make that decision against mid-range Druid. Some other decks you can be sure that in the long game you're just going to lose. But that's not clear against Druid. In fact, I think I'll taunt... No, wait. Yeah. I think I'll... I'll charge this. It's time to start doing some damage, but let's get this out of the way. So now we can start doing some damage. This is one of the... so my usual idea that I have in mind is that somewhere between turn 4 and 6, I want to start going face. I mean, it's not like a hard rule, but that's typically what I find. And you're playing like a fast game if you decide to start going face on turn 4, and you're playing like a slow game if you decide on turn 6. So this is like a slower game. And that's prompted by the fact that we don't have burn in our hand, and we have an Ancient of Lore that can let us go a little bit longer. So we're going to use that lore now. We're doing the Dr. Boom, which will help us go even longer. We have Eerie Statue with Keeper of the Grove, so we can start looking to get that into play sometime soon. Maybe that would be like a good Eerie Statue with Lotheb play is like a solid turn 9. I think in the maybe Fel Reaver and Eerie Statue on turn 9, actually. I don't think I want to quite get that out yet. I think I'd rather go for the Boom. And I don't really want to feel the wrath of, like, spell damage, so I'll clean that up again. Once again, we also don't have any burn, so we really have to play, like, a longer game until we find some burn. But the thing is, if you don't have burn, you have, like, all these minions, and a lot of them are beefy, so you can actually go for a while. So we had BGH, but that means we won't have BGH for... the Fel Reaver. I think we can do better than this with Swipe. So I'll run this Boombot. Maybe it'll kill it. It didn't kill it. So I'm going to stick with the Fel Reaver. But I think I want to kill that 4-1. So how many cards do I have left in my deck? 16. I doubt I'll be able to mill me enough that I'm concerned about the losses I'm taking. It'd be nice to draw into some burn because I have my board set up so that if I had decent burn, I'd be able to kill him next turn. I could draw in, if either Force of Nature or Savage Roar on the board currently would kill him, although I guess he's probably going to kill at least my 2/3. Well, that's going to mill me a lot. I might have to use the Keeper on the 8/8 depending on how this goes. But without BGH, I don't know how he's going to kill this 8/8. Fel Reaver's still going to do a lot of work for me. I mean, even then he's going to have to face tank it. Wow, is this how he's going to kill it? Okay, but he is going to get rid of all of my cards by the start of my next turn. Oh, so he isn't going to face tank it. That's interesting. I'm still so far ahead in like current card advantage that I feel like I'm probably going to be okay, but it's starting to get a little risky. Sort of. The thing is, what I can do now is I can play Lotheb. No, I can play Druid of the Claw, Eerie Statue. Then next turn, so that'll do 4 damage. He'll be at 14. So he has to kill something right away, or I can kill him next turn by activating the Eerie Statue and swiping and then just attacking forward with the Druid of the Claw. If he does have some way to deal with it, I can still Lotheb. Let's see here. 11. Yeah, so he can still stay alive, but I have Lotheb. I gotta go face with everything at this point. Luckily I have Lotheb up to make sure that he can't punish me too much for going face, but like, I'm out of cards, so I gotta kill him. I'm trying to think of what he could play other than Deathwing that would really... Yeah, okay. So that's a good example of how even if you go to Fatigue, Fel Reaver's still not really causing you to lose. I think we haven't yet lost a game today due to Fel Reaver's drawback. It's really hard to lose from his drawback, because this deck just doesn't draw enough cards, and it's aggressive. So aggressive that like you don't go long enough for that to matter. So we're back sub 200, which is good. I think we peaked around like 131 earlier on stream. So if we can go past that, that would be great. Ancient of Lore is too expensive. Druid of the Claw, though. I think I like Druid of... Oh, it's a rematch, by the way. I think I like Druid of Claw with this hand. With coin, with the extra card, and with 2 start cards, Druid of the Claw is actually kind of appealing, so we'll keep him. Eerie Statue's good too, though. Eerie Statue could be a turn 3 play if the Aspirant survives, but Druid's usually pretty good about cleaning up the Aspirant. We're getting a lot of minions that can't attack without a way to activate them. That could be a problem. So hopefully we draw an activator soon. We've got 6 activators left in the deck out of 25 cards, so we should have a good chance of getting one in the next 2 turns, or 3 turns, I guess. Which is about when we'd want them anyway. But I'm going to start with the Aspirant, I think. Oh, there's an activator. Yeah, let's start with the Aspirant. The Sun Fury is kind of a lazy activator, so we don't want to go to that right away. He could swipe that board, I guess. That's okay. I think I'll scare him with the statue on an empty board. By coining up to that, next turn I enable playing Ancient Watcher, Sun Fury Protector, which will, create a huge taunt wall, and then I can charge the Druid of the Claw behind it and start doing damage that he can't really block. Actually, I'm going to swipe that instead and do the 7 damage to the face. So that was pretty fortunate. I don't have any way to kill that. That could be bad. But I think that's still the plan. Wow, that's going to be an ongoing problem. I really have no way to kill that. Oof. Yeah, Emperor Thorson. I try to rush him, I think. And I hope I draw a combo. Because right now it's already too late for me to do anything else, I think. Even if I draw a combo, am I going to live long enough to play it? I don't know. Yikes. Well, I need swipe. Oh, I guess I wanted to hit... Not good. Yikes. Yeah. I mean, not having a way to kill Thorson really killed me. I'll play Boom, obviously. But, I'm pretty much drawing dead. I mean, I would be surprised if he can't kill me right now. So he has lethal on the board. I think the only way I can stop it is Savage Roar. But if I use Savage Roar, I lose my win condition. So I think actually I'm best off hoping that this Boom bot kills something. Not too likely. But if it doesn't, then the game's over. He has lethal on the board. Nah, it didn't, so... So, Warlock. We haven't had good luck against Warlock today, even though prior to today I had been having good luck against them. That's not good to have Force of Nature this early, but Living Roots and Sunflower Protector are fine. Innervate would be nice if it gave us something a little bit... If we had something more valuable to innervate too, like a 5-drop on turn 3 would be good. Oh, I don't know what that's about. I'll move the mic a little farther away from my mouth. That might help some. So we have a lot of so we have a lot of mana in our hand, but we don't really have anything to play with it right now. My voice is going. So this is Zoo, I guess. It's not a very strong opener from Zoo, and it lines up well with what we have. I think I'm better off just actually killing things instead of playing the Sun Fury. Because I'm concerned that he can sort of buff things up. I guess I'm looking forward to a turn 4 Dr. Boom. So that's something. I can play Sun Fury in the meantime. Sun Fury doesn't really line up well with him, though. Okay, I think it's better to play the Eerie Statue right now. I can give it Taunt with the Sun Fury, and then on turn 5 I can play the Dr. Boom. A lot of the plays in this deck are dictated about trying to find what curve, like what matches your curve best. And like, yeah, the main decisions that you have to make with this deck are like, what matches the curve best, and like when is the right time to start pushing damage instead of controlling the board. Fall Reaver would be kind of nice, but I think I'll stick to the plan. I think I'm even still going to innervate out Dr. Boom next turn rather than play the Fall Reaver. Dr. Boom's a little bit stronger with his boom bots. One moment, I'll be right back in a second. Well, so we're going to have to deviate from our plan, but it's for a good reason, so I don't feel too bad about it. We're going to be able to use BGH to pretty strong effect right here. I think beyond that, we're best playing this Ancient Watcher. We don't have a way to activate it right now, but it's a lot stronger tempo-wise than just playing the hero power. We don't have anything that we can afford to innervate up to. That's right, Disakar. I'm running Lotheb in place of Mukla right now. I'm testing it out. I think I like the change. I really felt like I needed a 3-drop, but I'm thinking maybe it's just best to not have a 3-drop in this deck. There's no good 3-drop for the archetype. There's something to look out for in future expansions. Like, if you like this deck, whenever a new expansion comes out, be like, would this be a good 3-drop to put in like a Silent Druid? That could be like the next big break for this deck. Let's see here. I don't like how many tokens swiping generates, so I think I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to just innervate out the Dr. Boom and kill that Flame Imp since that trades well and preserves 7/7 taunt, and go face with my stronger minion that has very little health, the BGH. He's going to have a really hard time coming back from this position, I think. We have a lot of stats on the board, and the AoE in Zoo is just not that strong. I might have to talk a little bit less than I was talking earlier in the stream. Sorry, guys. I'm glad I'm feeling well enough that I'm able to stream today, though. Wow. Interesting. Well, that's a pretty good on-the-board swipe. I can't kill him, right? I'm too short, so let's go with the swipe. And we'll go face with the rest. And we'll even give ourselves a little bit of taunt with that inactive Watcher. I doubt he's running Hellfire. He's playing one of those more aggressive zoos that runs the Impaler, right? So I don't think he would do that. Well, he's drawing dead here, I think. Alright. That's a good win. Unfortunately, it was low ranked, so we didn't gain too many ranks by beating him, but it's good. I don't know. I enjoy playing against Zoo, actually. I think Zoo's kind of a fun deck to play against. It really tests the ability of your deck to generate tempo. MaxTheRipper, another Warlock. Swipe's pretty good against Warlocks, especially because of Implosion. Savage Roar we don't want early. Sun Fury is pretty good, at least as an activator. Okay, so we don't need the Sun Fury as an activator of the Eerie statue. So we're kind of free to play the Sun Fury on turn 2. On turn 3 we can play the Eerie statue by coining it out. And then on turn 4 we can Wailing Souls it and start doing some face damage. And we have Swipe to clean up the board after that. So we've got a pretty good progression here. Hopefully the Sun Fury is able to deal with the Knife Juggler there. He shouldn't be able to get out like Implosion before I have a chance to kill it. So I'm not exactly sure how he could stop me from killing the... Oh, right, that's how. Huh. Well, that's bad. So I guess I stick to the plan a little bit. I think I want to do the 1 damage here, or the 2 damage there. Next turn, I will silence the 7/7 if I'm still able to kill the Voidwalker. But if I'm not able to kill the Voidwalker, then low. Yay, got low. So maybe instead what I'll do is I will swipe. I think. I think it's still the right idea to swipe. Seven damage would be nice too. He's going to take it away right away. He's going to take it away either way. I think I'm going to swipe that. I guess the danger is that now he just power overwhelmings into the 7/4, and I don't get any damage out of it. But then I didn't have to waste the silence on him. So I don't know. Well, that didn't happen. In fact, it's even better than that because he has no way on the board to kill the 7/4. So we're also going to draw some card out of his hand to deal with it. So that ended up being the right play. Now that 2/4 lines up pretty well with the Living Roots too, but I think it's best if we play them for 1 once, especially since we have a Savage Roar in our hand. We could have a kind of a silly Savage Roar play coming up here. We don't really have the burn to finish him though after a Savage Roar play, so I don't know. That might not actually be what ends up happening next turn. Another Implosion. So this time we don't have any swipe, though, which is kind of sad. Could do a lot of damage with Savage Roar that we're going to lose the ability to do soon. Ha! We got another swipe, wow. I was pretty lucky, so... can't use it on face to do lethal, so the best play is to do this. Well, that's pretty unlucky for him. He's going to have a hard time recovering from that. Interesting. I've been running into a few of these lately. Brand can be really annoying. That's a pretty good example of how annoying he can be. So let's see here. Do I have enough with Savage Roar to win? No, I don't. Is it worth Savage Roaring anyway? I think it is. I just have a big enough board that I should be looking to Savage Roar. I could try to preserve my board a little bit more than the way that I'm doing this, or I could try to push more damage, but I'm feeling pretty secure. Okay,